I'm Bria Bryant, Global CMO at Assembly, and we're here in Miami for the Possible Conference. We're at the Assembly Content Cabana, and I am joined by Alexa Levine, who is the Vice President of Sales at Pinterest. I'm really looking forward to this. Pinterest is one of my absolute favorite platforms. I am on Pinterest every single day.
Love that.
And Pinterest is in a moment right now.
Yeah.
So there's new leadership with you coming over. There's big moves happening on the platform, and you're in a really interesting position in the conversation around discovery and performance.
Yes.
So thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
I can't wait to get into this conversation.
Yes, no, me too.
Awesome, so I'll get right into it. All right, so you made the move to Pinterest recently.
Yes, 8 months ago.
What drew you to the platform?
So there's a few things. First, I would say it's about users.
Okay.
I have been at a number of platforms. So I had been at Meta and Google and Snap, Microsoft, and most recently came from McKinsey.
Okay.
And when I was at McKinsey, I was continually seeing that Pinterest was seeing a lot of growth momentum. And so knowing that the user base was growing was key because not all platforms are seeing that. Secondly, it's really around visual search. And especially with Gen AI coming to play, that's a true differentiator for us. And so when I was thinking about where I wanted to go, I wanted to make sure it wasn't another company that was trying to be something else, but we are embracing visual search. And it's crazy. We have 80 billion queries a month. So for context, ChatGPT has about 75 billion. So we see more visual search on Pinterest than ChatGPT sees. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's incredible.
Yeah,
I had no idea.
Yeah, it's wild. And then the third thing is probably the work we're doing with clients, which really is most important, but we're driving impact. Whether you're trying to increase your brand awareness, sell a product, the platform has really matured.
Yeah.
And we are focusing on driving impact and results for clients, and that is really satisfying for me personally. Like, I think when you go to any job, you want to know that you're driving impact.
Yeah.
And so it's great to be at a place where that's happening.
It's really interesting, and I think there's so many clients who they're underutilizing Pinterest.
Yes.
And so I love the work that you're doing, just trying to make them understand how prolific the platform is and how they can really be maximizing their dollars.
Yeah, and I think also it can be taken for granted, but we're a safe platform.
Yeah.
And in today's world, I have 2 daughters. That means a lot to me.
Yeah.
And I think that Gen Z cares about it, which is why we're seeing so many people in that Gen Z group flocking to Pinterest.
Yeah.
50% of Pinterest is now Gen Z. We have over 600 million people. It's amazing.
I love it. I mean, we've been talking about vibes, and the vibes are immaculate at Pinterest.
Thank you. Yeah, we try. I mean, we are a vibe platform, for sure.
Yeah, I love it. Visual search is one of Pinterest's signature capabilities.
That's right.
What is possible for advertisers because of it?
Yeah. I think that visual search piece really ties so well to inspiration. And so we talk about vibes. We just did a study together around travel. And we found that 83% of travelers actually book based on vibes. And when you think about the queries we have, those 80 billion queries every month, a majority of them are unbranded. So people are coming to discover. And when you think about when you do general search, text-based search, if you're looking for inspiration and you get a lot of words back, it's probably not inspiring you very much.
Yeah.
But when you think about if you're interested in travel, I'll go on and say, warm vacation destination, good for families. And instead of getting a lot of text back, I'm getting visuals of these really stunning places.
Yeah.
There may be people doing activities, and so that inspires me. And then people come to Pinterest with intent, and so they discover something, and then they really, ideally want to bring them down the journey so that then they book that vacation, for example.
Yeah.
And that's really what we're focused on. And I think, again, like having visual search is so different.
Right.
And really does help a brand show exactly who they are and what they offer.
And I love how organically integrated brand content is in platforms. So you don't even, it's hard to even tell that what you're looking at is an ad.
That's right.
I love that.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about TV Scientific.
Yeah.
So that acquisition was a big move for you guys.
Yes.
How does it change the conversation that you're having with clients?
Yeah, so we announced 2 days ago officially that it is TV Scientific by Pinterest. Very exciting. TV Scientific is a CTV platform, and now that we have acquired them, advertisers are going to be able to take all the intent signal and information from Pinterest and target people on connected TV. And so that just gives advertisers the ability to fill the funnel, for example, and find people across Pinterest, but also on 95% of the CTV platforms. And we are focused, TV Scientific is very much focused on driving impact. And so whether that is increasing your scale, finding new audiences, or driving a sale, CTV and TV Scientific in particular with Pinterest will be able to do that.
That's incredible.
And it's the first time we've actually allowed anyone to use the Pinterest data. And so that's very new for us.
Wow.
Yeah, and exciting.
Yes, it's so exciting. Can't wait to see how everything rolls out.
We're seeing, we ran a test with LG.
Yeah.
They saw, I think it was about 25% lift in incremental audience. So they're already seeing this new audience coming in as a result.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, okay, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Pinterest sits at an interesting space between discovery and direct response.
Yeah.
How should brands be weighing the two as they plan?
Yeah. This is always interesting. I think that a lot of advertisers who personally use Pinterest have thought about it in a very specific way.
Yeah.
And so I'll meet with the CMO and they'll say, oh, I used Pinterest 12 years ago to plan my wedding. And that's how they think about it. The platform has evolved a tremendous amount. And so I really would say today, we are a full funnel platform and advertisers should test it out. If you want to get more advertisers, it's a great place to build awareness.
Yeah.
If you want to drive sales, I mean, the biggest retailers are very close partners of Pinterest to do just that, to drive sales. So it is a full funnel platform, and I highly recommend clients test out the different stages. And because of Performance Plus, which is our Gen AI solution, you can optimize to what your goals are, and the platform will figure out exactly what that should look like.
Interesting. Do you want to talk a little bit more about that?
Yeah. So that is newer for us.
Yeah.
I think that when it comes to leveraging Pinterest, marketers are smart, advertisers are smart, and agencies are brilliant.
Right.
And so you obviously have audiences in mind you want to target, but because of all the signal we have, we may be able to find people that you wouldn't be able to find when you put specific targeting in place, for example. We may be able to show the right creative to someone because we have all this intent signal to tell us what they love, and you may totally miss that if you're trying to do that manually. And so we recommend that clients test P Plus versus manual buying to see which works best. But we're seeing great results.
I mean, we'll be in touch because I think that's absolutely
please.
Something that we should be offering to our clients. And we do a ton of work with you guys already, so.
Yes.
Awesome. All right, so if you could give one piece of advice to a CMO who's building their 2026 and beyond plans, what would that be?
I have two pieces of advice, actually. So the first is to really become familiar with what a platform offers today and how they fit into your equation.
Yeah.
And I say that because, especially with Gen AI, all the platforms are changing so consistently.
Right.
And so again, when someone thinks about Pinterest a few years ago, that's not who we are today. And I think it's important that CMOs really stay on top of what platforms are offering.
Right.
My second piece of advice, it is very easy, and I think we all do this, to focus on quarterly goals.
Yeah.
You have earnings, you have shareholders you need to care about, but it's so important to think about that long-term growth. Usually growth comes from P times Q. You have your price and your quantity.
Right.
And you need to increase those for growth.
Right.
And so I think about leveraging a platform like Pinterest and how we can actually help you get more customers, really drive that queue, and then ideally get people to buy more because you're delivering the ads to exactly what they want.
Right.
And so you're able to drive growth long term versus just focusing in on a quarter.
Right. Well, you gave us so many amazing nuggets.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for this time.
Thank you for having me. This is really great.
Yes,
Thank
you.